fine, ready. Well, as in,
Like, everybody is waiting for you. So, how was everybody's week?
pretty good.
Can't complain.
She does all the time. Don't listen to her.
I work in the IT world, so
Oh, nice.
you have some really big idiots sometimes. How do I
Yeah.
reset my password? Oh my gosh. How many times do we have to go through this? How did you
Oh,
get
there she
into med
is.
school again? Stuff like that.
Oh my goodness. You're like the kid that shows up to class without the pin and then starts asking everybody around, hey, you got a pin? Just kidding. We're off to a great start.
Okay, first of all, rude.
Oh, right. Well, welcome to the first game of Vorkoth's Rise.
Okay.
Are you ready, Kelsey?
For the most part.
Okay. You're all level
Destroy
1.
my microphone.
You're all level 1, which means you're all going to die.
Yay.
So, whenever you get into Roll20, we'll begin. Any questions before we start?
Okay. No.
No? Perfect. Hamilton?
Mm,
Hambone?
that's-
Disconnecting itself and then reconnecting itself and then
Your mic?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay. Jordan?
No, I'm good.
Well, while Kelsey figures out how to get her mic all working.
I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if it's my connector or the cord. But it'll sometimes it'll cut out and then you guys will come through my speakers.
Oh.
Isn't that fun? Okay.
I think it's working now. It doesn't seem like it's cut out yet.
Not yet. If I stay very still, it will be fine.
Okay. All right. Well, we will begin. So you guys are in a realm of mortals. Let's just start right there. You guys have found, each started off in your own various ways and various places that are not known to each other. Even now, you are unknown to each other, but for some reason, each one of you has made their way to Sinseong, the capital of the Kurgat Empire. In the journal, and I will show it. This is kind of what the city looks like. The city is a very vast port city, capital of the Kurgat Empire, where the Great Khan lives and rules over all the other Khan and their tribe. It is a very fierce and hive of activity that goes on day and night in this city. You can hear and see many musicians all over the place trying to get money. There are several temples that you can find throughout the city where there are either warriors being trained or geishas being trained or all sorts
I like how
of.
it's.
Huh?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I like her warriors and geishas is like weird.
Well, that's just kind of the scope. I mean, there it's very vast what you can find in the city of Sinseong.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so it's a kind of like a bee's hive. There's just so many working parts going on, and everything seems to revolve around the Great Khan and his wishes. You guys have made your way to a tavern, uh, and looking for mercenary work for your own personal reasons, vendettas, or just trying to get into the scene of fighting. Um, sorry.
You're fine.
Um, so you are at the Black Horseman. It is probably about 8 o'clock in the morning. You are sitting in the main room of this tavern. All the doors and the windows have been opened. It's sunny, breezy. You can smell the salt air from the ocean harbor, kind of flowing in through the windows. As you're sitting there, the three of you are kind of spread out along the tables there. There's one barman kind of sitting there at the back behind the bar, cleaning glasses from the night before. The smell of tobacco is pretty thick in the air, but nobody is smoking. It just seems to be lingering permanently in this one place. You see also 6 other people beside you, kind of spread out along this place, waiting for the sergeant in arms to show up and start handing out contracts for mercenary work. There are 2 dragonborn, black scaled skin, wearing this black armor as well, and the 4 other humans that are of the Kurgit race, each one carrying different styles of weaponry and armor. Nobody seems to be really talking to each other except for the 2 dragonborn. Um, and then there's 3 of you. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? Or
So you said we were here looking for mercenaries or looking to become mercenaries?
looking to become mercenaries or be hired out
Okay.
for work? Yeah.
Got it.
So if nobody
All
wants
right.
to chit chat with each other,
So, first of all, whenever the game is starting, I don't know if the other 2 are experienced. What I've done in the past is describe the characters to each other so we know who and what we're looking at.
sure. So go right
So
on ahead.
other than the Dragonborn and the barkeeper, my character looks like a young woman with that is ridiculously white. I'm going to put her skin tone in there. And you know, kind of fancy looking. She just kind of has an air of aristocracy around her, but she's not like decked out in gold and jewels yet. Emphasis on yet. So, who else do I see?
You see a wood elf, kind of leaning up against the side of the wall with a bow, um, across his back. Describe yourself, Erwin. Arwen.
Just like my picture shows, I am a wood elf with tannish skin with long black hair with
You're bulky,
leather armor.
and you're bulky as fuck.
I can be bulky, yes.
I can bench press 20 gnomes. Okay.
Yeah, that's basically me.
Okay. And you also see a gnome sitting.
Literally sitting next to him. It's like I see them and it's like my first thought. I was like, I wonder how many times he could bench press that one.
So, Kona, describe yourself. How do you look?
I look like a little 6-year-old girl who is actually about 42. Covered in
No.
covered in tattoos, and with half of my head shaved and silver hair. A little on the pale side. Looks like I kind of go outside sometimes, but not really.
So,
Maybe I'll go outside today. Maybe I won't.
Maybe.
don't worry with me, you'll get tan.
You'll get a nice tan or some skin cancer. We're not sure yet.
One of the
Kind
two.
of look at this wood elf suspiciously, like, who are you? Why are you here?
You're probably looking at him like,
Why
how
not?
many of me can he bench press?
I will pat the gnome's head and say, "Don't worry, I will not hurt you."
I try to. I just slowly scoot further down, away, like, I'm not sure about you yet.
One of the other Kurgan men kind of snorts when you do that.
I wonder what the Dragonkin are talking about.
Can you speak Draconic?
I sure can't.
Sure can.
I mean, I can speak Abyssal.
No.
Yeah, like I chose to study several languages, but not Draconic.
Not dragon speech. Well, that's what they're doing. It's kind of a hissing sound as they're speaking to one another. They're talking pretty quietly. They obviously their conversation isn't meant to be heard by the other compatriots in this room. But you can give me a perception check.
How do I give perception check?
So on your D&D Beyond sheet, you'll see,
right.
Yeah, your plus.
So do you just roll 1d20? Like
Yep. 1D.
that? So it's a fucking 20.
Woo! Starting off hot.
Nice.
22.
22, all downhill from there.
I know, right? Roll to attack the monster. 1. You trip and fall into some horse shit. Good job.
So, as you're kind of looking at them as they're speaking to one another, they are of black scale. The black armor that they have does have this red mark on the front of it. The mark is unknown to you, but it looks like a fist with a star around it. At first, you really can't see it in the tavern lighting because it's a dark red on a black armor. But as you're sitting there concentrating, you do notice it stand out. These guys do not look like the rest of the other people there. They look like they are there. They are well trained and done this before.
Got it.
The other two of you guys, what do y'all want to do?
I'll just sit there waiting for my contract or something.
Okay. Well, after about 20 minutes of sitting there waiting, there are two Kurgit soldiers that appear and come into the door. One is a very fat, kind of greasy, black hair tied up in a top knot with this long mustache. He looks like he smells.
Gross.
And you can see as he's opening his mouth, he's kind of chewing on this wad of tobacco, and his teeth are yellow and black and rotting. The other soldier that walks in with him is younger by far. Same top knot haircut. His mustache is kind of vaguely visible. It looks like he's just now starting to try to grow it out. The two of them walk in. The sergeant, the one in the front, the larger one, you can tell that he is the sergeant by his armor. He is obviously wearing higher official armor than the other soldier who looks just like one of the commoners. He kind of nods at the two Dragonborn when he walks in, and turns around and looks at the rest of you and quite the pitiful lot today. And he turns to the other soldier and hands him a scroll, and the soldier walks over to the two Dragonborn and puts it in their hands, and they immediately leave. He looks,
Okay.
yeah.
Alrighty.
He looks at the other one, the rest of you, and how many of you have ever killed anything?
I raised my
look-
hand.
I look to the corner of the room and I'm like, shuffle with my instrument case. Like I only walked in here this morning. I heard it was a good way to make money.
I've killed small game.
Small thing. What have you killed?
Do flies count?
And the four other human Kurgan men, they kind of laugh at your joke as well, and he glares at them, and they just stop laughing.
In mind that I'm not really sitting, I'm having to stand because if I sit, I see under the table still.
Sure.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair enough. He says, well, I've got a contract. The city's been plagued by disease. The Great Khan is looking for someone to go into the sewers and kill the rats.
I look notably disgusted by that thought.
And he kind of smiles, and it's like one of those creepy, smiles. You could see all of his teeth. It's nasty. The wad of tobacco, there's some dribble that starts coming down.
Wipe your mouth, sir.
He grunts at you and glares at you.
Be a little civilized.
Well, we'll see if you can survive the shithole.
How much does it pay?
The Khan is offering 10 gold.
Not
Per
bad.
rat?
Wait, per rat?
No, not per rat.
Dang it.
Are you crazy?
Mildly.
Do I get to keep the pellets?
The
Does it
shit.
tell us? You want the shit?
What?
I'm just so. Hey, somebody out there will buy it.
I don't know of anybody that would buy
No.
shit.
From a poop? From a rat? They could get that for free if they looked hard enough.
No, like the fur pellets.
Oh, the pelts.
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 Okay, I understand now.
Why are
No,
you still
they-
talking about shit? You can keep whatever the fuck you want. Just kill the rats. Lee here is going with you. He'll make sure that you do it. The three of you can do it together. You can split it however you want. And keep whatever the hell you find in the shit.
Sounds good to me.
You come back alive, I give you the 10 gold, and I give you more work. Maybe someday you'll be good as tooth and nail.
I raised my hand.
I'm blinking.
Won't be my first time digging through poop.
I raised my hand.
What the fuck do you want? You think this is school? You think you can just ask me questions?
Were you a pirate at one point?
Really? You can't just ask people if they were a pirate.
He
Well, I
turns.
just did.
He turns to Lee. Get these retards out of here.
Can I just grab her by
Pardon
the
me.
collar and drag her out?
And he bows, yes sir, yes sir. And he says, please follow me. And do you guys get up and follow him?
Yeah.
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 All right. So this is this overview of City Sinseong. This is where you guys are right now, this little black dot. Let me send this out and about. The street that he takes you out on is pretty busy. There's carts and people walking all around. Merchants from their little stalls are screaming at everybody to come buy their wares. Lee looks at all you guys and raises an eyebrow and says, "Is this your first time to the city?"
No.
No.
Maybe
Yeah.
I used to sell around here when I came to town.
Ah, so you're kind of familiar with the layout. The rest of you, what about you?
No. First time in the city.
Very good. And the small one?
Yes.
All right. Well, you guys are going to the real shit of it.
Literally.
Quite. If you'll follow me, I will take you to the lower slums, past the secondary market. Over here.
Over here.
Yep. So he starts guiding you guys through these busy streets.
Oh, the larger market. That's where we're going. Okay.
Yep.
Trying to talk in character. I don't know.
Oh, you are? Sorry.
Yeah. Like, if I'm playing the character like she's been here before, then she would have probably stuck to both of the markets for the most part.
Yes. So from your knowledge, the larger market that's the place to be. That's where everything is sold, trade-wise, material-wise, food-wise. The other market is more of a selling across situation. It's all the religious artifacts and hoodads that you can buy from. So the slums that you're going to, you've seen them. They're pretty rough looking, pretty worn down. The architecture and the building styles are not the best or the best kept. As you guys start making your way down the street, you see the hustle and bustle. He starts pointing out things to you guys, like the large, extremely large castle that's kind of sitting up on this larger hill, and tells you that's where the Great Khan lives, if you couldn't understand that. These houses that you guys are passing by, this is kind of where the general populace lives, or the field workers or the dock hands. As he takes you down into the next market, it is bustling. There are people everywhere, buying, haggling, trading, trying to do whatever they can to get their daily quota taken care of. Some of the people come up to you, selling herbs and stuff. Please buy, 5 silver.
I'm just kind of glaring at them all, like, how dare they still have wares to sell?
So he leads you across the market. It probably takes about 15 to 20 minutes to cross this intersection, and he finally leads you down this dark alley into this courtyard area where there is this large metal lid, and he takes his spear that's got this hook fashioned on the end of it and dips it down and hooks it onto the metal lid and pulls the lid off. And he looks at you guys and says, "Does anybody have a torch?"
Like, how do I figure out what do I have?
Yes, I got one.
I have dark vision, so probably not.
You probably
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
Yeah, you probably don't care. If you have dark vision, you don't care at all. And he says, "Very well." And he puts his hand out like, "You first."
Me?
He doesn't give a shit who. One of you's jumping in the shithole first.
I mean, I have a
Hello?
torch, and I also have a cantrip for light, so I probably okay. I'll jump in first then.
Okay. So you start going down into.
While plugging my nose.
Yeah, the smell starts hitting you about 30 seconds after he pulls that lid off, and it is. Hoo-wee! Porta potty at a festival. It is stank-a-lank.
Alright, in we go.
In you go. Alright, so now we're gonna go to another screen. Welcome to the sewers of Sinseong.
How exciting.
So in this screen, everybody's going to be able to do what they want to do until we get into a combat situation. So before you start moving around, kind of position yourselves around the ladders. We're going to kind of go person by person, allow everybody to do what they want to do, and then we will go forward. The smell is kind of overwhelming down here. I do need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw, as the stench of the place starts going in to your nostrils.
Constitution is +2. Then I hit this button. Oh, 13.
Whoa. Where's my constitution at, Jacob?
Your constitution modifier is going to be where your stats are, and then it'll have your plus whatever, and then you add that to 20.
Your Constitution saving throw is a +1.
Okay.
Mine's +0.
Yours is +0, but you rolled that nat 20.
Oh
I
yeah.
got a 10.
No, you got a 9.
A 9.
So the stench starts hitting you, Kona. You're especially closer to the floating masses in the water next to you guys, and so the smell is a little stronger, and you're starting to feel a little lightheaded now.
I just start dry heaving. And I like put my arm back like, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm just like, I put my hand on your shoulder, and you're like, are you gonna be okay?
I'll manage.
Okay.
You'll do fine, little one.
Does anybody else need a light? I don't, but...
I do.
Okay. How does my spell work?
So it's a cantrip.
Right.
So I don't think you need anything to make it go off.
I don't think so either, but I wanted to make sure. I was gonna use it like you use it in Pathfinder.
So you touch an object, like it says.
Use your action to touch an object no longer 10 feet in any dimension, causing it to shine bright light, color you choose, 20-foot radius. Alright. I can... I don't know, use my bow for it. I'll take my bow out and touch it.
Okay. And you... I think you've got some phosphorus. As long as you have a components pouch, you have the materials needed to cast the spell. So you pull out either a fly or phosphorus and kind of sprinkle it and say the cantation, and your bow, poof, starts shining bright. He looks at you and, thank you. Well... he turns around, to the north of you. He looks that way and says, "No, I think we should head this way." And he starts walking south. So, you guys following?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So put yourself in order how you want to go along this thing.
Yeah, I'll be behind him.
Okay. Perfect. But you guys are gonna start going down. Turn that sewer noise down. So this place is very old in structure and build. The river, quote unquote, that you see rolling or kind of going at a steady stream or current next to you is green. There's some strange bubbles popping up every 10 to 15 feet. The side steps that you are on are about 10 feet wide. They look like they've been made to have maintenance people come down there to maintain the sewers. And it's slimy and stinky. You guys are really in a completely infested shithole. But I need everybody give me a perception check.
17.
There you go.
6.
6.
No, wait. I had a 5 to my No, wait.
Your perception.
I had a 2. Yeah, so it is 6.
See,
My persuasion is +5, not my perception.
Yeah, they're
my
right there.
perception's +4.
17.
My boots are sticky.
What?
No, that's my thought. Everyone's supposed to be paying attention. I'm like, I hate this. My boots are sticky.
Do you say that out loud?
Maybe. Yes, I'm just like, my boots are
Lee kind of turns around and like, yeah, you should probably watch where you're stepping. And he pulls his bandana over his mouth. So as you guys are starting to take a look around on your surroundings, you see some black shadows in front of you start scurrying along the wall. And now we're going to go into combat. So I need everybody to roll me initiative.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh my
11.
god.
My initiative's +2.
My initiative is 4.
Okay.
I'm an 11.
Okay.
I am initiative last.
Initiative last.
1, 2,
You're at 4. And what are you at R1?
With my initiative, it'd be 15.
15. Good job. So, gonna roll his initiative. Oh. Okay.
Oh my god, I have a candle. I could have used the candle instead of the short bow. Whatever. Why do you have that candle? Oh, I just used it to cast light. What?
Yeah. Alright. Let's see what they get. Woohoo! They are going first. They don't like you being in their home. So you guys start seeing skirting around on the back wall these large rats, and they're not small rats by any means, like you're typically seeing on the docks or even sometimes in the taverns that you've stayed at. These rats are probably 3 to 4 feet in length. Large, round bodies. You can kind of see the long claws and the sharp fangs.
What? How much do they? Are they bigger than like a house cat?
They're probably closer to the same size. Some of them are the same size as a house cat, but some of them are like a small dog in size. Yeah.
Dire rats.
Can you put the turn order closer to like the wolf area in the black?
In the black, right over here. Is that better?
I
Yeah.
think you can move it yourself, can't you?
Yeah, I think
Oh.
so.
Or because I moved mine over to the black.
Yeah.
I did too.
I was like, I can't get this image to size where I can see everything.
All right. So the first
Okay, we're good.
rat is gonna.
Okay, now it's too far away. Oh no! I ruined it. Okay, cool. I fixed it.
Oh yeah. There's the turn counter too. Okay. First rat has gone and is going to dash. So you see this giant rat start rippling the water in front of you, Osiria, because you can see further than what the light's emitting. You see this rippling effect in this nasty green water and sewage, and this large rat jumps out and lunges at you guys. The next one.
Also, I have superior dark vision, so I can see up to 120 feet.
So yeah, you can see it as well. Okay, so the next one is going to come up here and take a bite at Mr. Lee. So his attack missed. I wonder why that's
Cool.
not.
Is it not registering?
Well, it doesn't.
Ah.
Yeah. It's I have to do some changes, but it'll be all right.
It'll be fine.
It'll be all right. Okay. So the bite lashes out, and Lee kind of jumps back as the rat misses with that initial bite. Okay, next one. Kona and Syria. Arwen, do you have dark vision as well?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
The only reason I lit the thing was for the NPC.
For the NPC, you guys should have been like, "Hey, losers, stay up top with your blind eyes."
I wasted a cantrip on you. Wait.
What? Cantrips are unlimited. So now the next rat takes a lunge and bites at the Lee, kind of getting a hold of its leg. And he kind of yelps in pain. Oh God! Okay. And Arwen, your turn.
I will ready my bow.
Okay. It's already ready to go. So you can still attack and do a bonus
Okay.
action and move. You're good. That's fine by me.
Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna move back here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take a shot at the one that's right next to Lee.
You can put your mouse over something and hold down the mouse button, the left mouse button, and it'll ping it.
That one.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Ah, damn.
So your first arrow, poop, ploosh, lands in the water behind the rat. You have a bonus action. Do you have anything that you can do as a bonus action?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Alright, so Lee's turn. Lee is gonna take a stab at the one that bit him on the leg. Oops. Why is it always that? He misses with his spear hitting into the stonework, and he's trying to kick off the other one and try to move back, but you're in the way, Osiria.
Yeah.
All right, Kona, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna pull my daggers out, and
Okay.
I want to jump on top of the one that's directly in front of me,
Okay.
and like try to drive them into the skull.
Try do what? You want to drive them?
Into the skull
Okay.
of the rat.
All right. Roll me an attack.
And I just forgot what I'm supposed to roll. 1d4. Plus.
Not 1d4. You have to roll to
Roll
hit.
a 20.
Yeah,
to hit, and
D20.
then you...
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
You're right. So that's with a +3, I believe. It's been so long.
Well, look on your D&D character sheet.
What's the +5?
That's what your plus to hit is. So it'd be
Okay.
9 plus 5 if you're using
Sure,
your
okay.
dagger.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So
Okay.
you hit.
Woohoo! Okay, now I can do this. And then this is a +3, so it's 5.
5. So you pull your dagger out and stab at the skull of this thing. You kind of nick it along the side of the skull, not quite in the neck area, but you do quite a bit of damage, and you can see part of the skin peeling off from your knife cut.
And then y'all just hear me giggling while I'm doing this.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Syria.
alright.
I'm gonna move over here, and I'm going to shoot...
If you do that,
this-
this guy will get an attack of opportunity against you.
He gets an attack of opportunity at diagonal? Okay.
Yep, it's 360 in 5th edition. So,
If I stay in this spot and
Mhm.
shoot him, is that better?
yeah, there's no
Percent.
disadvantage at shooting at close
Okay.
range. It's
Okay,
all
cool.
old edition
I will
rules.
I'll just do that then, even though my range is 80 feet. I will use the tip of my bow to blind my enemy.
Okay.
All right. Oh, lovely. I add 4 to it, but that still makes me a 9 to hit it, which I don't think it will.
Should be a 10, but yeah, no, you're just, it's kind of a little just too close, too small, and with Lee and Kona next to you, you boom, shoot wide.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It is a 10, but it's still not enough.
Yeah. Okay, you have a bonus
The rat
action.
has less than. Under my bonus action, I can. I don't think I can do that. Oh, wait, let's see. Bardic Inspiration? I don't think I have that yet, do I?
No, you do. I think you start off with it.
As a bonus action, a creature within 60 feet can hear you, gains an inspiration die, 1d6 for 10 minutes. The creature can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
hmm
Okay.
So that'll help out with all your short rolls, everybody.
Right. Okay. So that just means you can roll a t20 and then add a d6 to it for attack.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yep, or saving
Okay.
throw. Yeah, whatever those that list was. So
Yeah.
who are you going to inspire?
How about Lee? Because he is surrounded by rats.
Okay, and how are you going to inspire him?
Let's see. You can do it!
You got
Oh,
it!
no. This isn't a song yet.
He looks at you, this look of fear in his eyes, like, okay. All right.
I have never been surrounded by so many vermin.
Yeah.
How did I get here?
All right. So the rat that you sliced, Kona, did not like that. So it's gonna take a bite at you.
I'm technically on the back, so
Well,
Like,
if
I'm
you
riding it like
wanted
a
to try to
bull.
ride it as a dog, you wouldn't have been able to slice it with your dagger. Your action would have
Okay.
been trying to grapple it, which would be you jumping on the back of it.
Okay,
So,
that's fine.
okay.
Go ahead.
Well, this thing nat 20'd you.
Oh, wow, great.
Doing 4 points of damage as the teeth on your dagger, on not your dagger arm, but your free arm, seems to hit home, kind of shredding your skin. Okay, that's its turn. The next rat, it's gonna scurvy and swim over here and try to claw its other rat. It's gonna attack its own friend.
Okay.
They seem to be really hungry. That they're even attacking each other, trying to get at you guys to eat. Okay. And it does latch onto the back of a fellow rat, taking a chunk out of it. Okay. The next rat's gonna take a bite at Lee. Missing. Thank God for Lee. And the last rat is gonna try to go after that leg again. And missed! Your inspiration seems to be holding up throughout. Arwen.
I'm gonna shoot another one at this guy.
Kill it! Let's do it!
Alright. Plus, it'd be what, +4 with my longbow?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it says to hit +4, then yes. So you hit with the 12.
Nice.
Roll damage.
1d8. Okay, +2.
Just enough. As your arrow finds its mark, hitting the skull of the rat, just right through it, kind of skewering it.
Nice.
It crumples to the ground. Okay.
One dead rat.
You can move now if you want,
Sweet.
or do a bonus action.
I think I'll just stay here.
Okay.
You're probably fine right there. Let's see.
So Lee is going to stab at the other one that tried to bite him. Here. And he reaches down with this spear, and he's going to use that bardic inspiration of his. And he feels inspired and sticks his spear deep into the skin of the rat. It kind of screeches in pain. Okay, Kona.
Okay. I'm gonna run up here.
Okay.
And I'm going to slice at this rat.
Okay.
That's fine. And here we go.
That hits.
Alright, and then that's 5 again.
You come up, take your dagger, and slice across it, and its throat kind of bears itself from the attack of its friend, and you cut. This black blood just sprays all over the floor, and it crumples over dead. You have a bonus action and the rest of your movement.
So I'm going to move here.
Okay.
And now I'm going to attack this one.
Can you attack twice?
Yeah.
Are you
I
sure?
have 2-weapon fighting.
That
That's
just
not attacking twice. That means you can hold 2 weapons in both hands and not receive as much of a disadvantage when doing so.
Well, then I'll just wait right here.
Okay.
You might not want to. Do they get AOs?
Do what?
Attack of opportunity for her moving into their threatened squares?
Nope.
Okay,
Not-
never mind.
Nope. Not like Pathfinder.
Sorry.
Nope. You're
My
good.
instincts are going off.
You're like, it's battle mode! Don't do that! They're gonna do this! the very finely dressed, pale woman is just barking orders at everybody while they're fighting.
Why are you doing that?
It smells! Okay, it
Alright.
is your turn, Osiria. What do you want to do?
God damn it. I want to shoot the one that's in front of Lee. I can't remember how to make the ping go off.
There you go. You just
Yeah,
hold down the
that
left
one.
click. Yeah, you're good. So roll that attack.
Okay. Come on, random number generator. Yay!
Hey, you hit!
I did!
Nice.
Alright.
Let's see if you can finish it.
Maybe. Short bow is a d6 plus 2. Oh! I did 3 damage.
So you
Nice!
Lee kind of moves out of the way from his attack, and you pull another arrow back and launch it, and it sticks into the side of this rat. It's not dead yet, but it looks pretty crippled. Okay. Anything
Oh,
else you
fantasy
want to do?
music. I will save my action.
Okay.
I will not do another one yet.
Okay.
I can only use my inspiration 3 times, so.
Yeah. So the giant rat in front of you, Kona, the one that you we're going to try to slice, reacts to you coming up and bites at you. Missing, not doing anything. The blade that you have kind of standing up, it takes a bite at that. Okay. The other one takes another bite at Lee and hits him. And Lee's looking pretty hurt. This other rat kind of gets into his stomach area and starts gnawing at the stomach, and his soldier clothes are not meant to protect.
Uh-oh.
He's wearing more of a cloth outfit. Okay.
Okay.
Arwen.
Let's see. I will move right here
Okay.
and take a shot at this guy.
Kill it.
Oh, you hit it.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Let's see, it's what? 1d8? 2.
Mhm.
Nice.
How do you want to kill it?
You did 10 damage.
How?
Yeah, describe your shot. Describe how it goes through the rat.
It goes right between Lee and, what's her name? I can't think of it right now.
It's right there at the bottom. Osiria.
Oh, Syria. And it hits him right in between the eyes.
Drops him instantly. Lee gets a little bit more blood splattered all over him. He's not looking happy.
You're welcome.
he kind of waves his head like, oh, okay. You want to do anything else before the end of your turn?
No, stay right where I am.
Okay. So it is his turn now, and he's starting to wipe off the blood and looking at his stomach. He's not doing anything. Kona, your turn.
I'm gonna stab it
Okay. Stab it.
with +5.
That hits.
Ooh. 6.
6. So you cut across this thing again, kind of across the chest area of the rat, and slice it open, start peeling back the skin and the muscle. You can feel your knife hitting some bone as it digs in deep. It's not dead yet, but it's on its last leg. Assyria?
I'm gonna heal the NPC.
Okay.
And it's a D8. So 4. Do I add anything to that? My casting level?
It'll tell you...
+3.
Yep.
So he gets 7 HP back.
Right.
I'm like, that looks nasty. Here, let me help you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, you have a bonus action and movement.
I'm gonna move over here.
That giant rat does not like you cutting it, Kona, and it is going to start running away, so you'll get an attack of opportunity.
Boom.
That hits. And how do you want to kill it?
I want it when it starts running. I've already been prepared with my dagger out, so it like slices against my dagger and it just cuts through the half that turns.
Awesome. So you carve
Like
this.
gutting it.
Yeah, you carve this mouse along the gut, and its intestines and organs spill out into that sewage pond next to you.
Ugh.
You guys are level 1. Congratulations on your first combat.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
You all don't level up. So you guys are now standing. The commotion, any kind of movement is non-existent besides the flow of the water. Your bow is lighting up the area around Lee. He's covered in this black ichor and red blood as well, but the wounds that he had healed up after you cast your spell, Osiria. And he looks at you guys and says, I don't think I'm cut out for this.
You're not even wearing armor. What were you expecting?
It's my first day.
That's no excuse. It's my first day too.
But you seem a little better.
I just kind of poke him and be like, "Aren't you a soldier though?" With my dagger, like the pointy end. Just kind of poke him, not to hurt him. Not to...
Yeah. I don't. I am just starting. You know, the war is going on with the dark elves, and I just turned of age. I figured I would join. I think I will wait at the top for you. If you follow this sewage, and he kind of hands you guys this little rough hand-drawn sketch of the sewage, of the sewers, and says, just follow the pathway and kill any rats that you see, and come back, and I will vouch for anything you've done.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'll take the map.
Okay.
So before we start treading, I'm gonna put my dagger away, and I'm gonna pull out what looks like a hammerhead, and like shake it a little, and my handle's gonna come out, and I'm like, I'm tiny. I gotta figure out how to carry these things. And then I'm gonna bend down to the dead rat in front of me, get some of the blood, and make like war paint on my face.
Oh god.
Okay.
I'm just like, do we really have to be that barbaric about it? They're just rats.
A kill is a kill, and I'm like, I'm ready.
Can
I'm
I
just
search
shaking my head. Does anybody need the sleight anymore? I'll ask.
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna dismiss the cantrip on my bow.
Okay. Arwen, what were you wanting to say?
Can I search the 2 rats I killed for arrows? My arrows?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Alright, let's see what's my investigation first.
Actually, I need to do that too.
Alright, both of y'all give me an investigation check.
My
Plus
investigation
3,
is
so
shit.
16.
Okay.
Might as well try. Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
So you get all your arrows back, Osiria. Arwen, you get all but the first one that you shot.
Alright,
that
that's
one
fine.
that went into the sludge water.
Yeah, and I'm not even gonna... That one's a lost cause.
The last.
R.I.P. Arrow.
Some of the arrows that y'all pull them out, they've got some fur tufts on them. That black the black ichor blood is all over the head of them. Arwen, you have a kind of a tougher time with the one that you skewered and the last one that you shot straight between the eyes, as it dug pretty deep into that bone. But you manage through your training and skill to be able to successfully pull that arrow out without breaking it. Syria, yeah, it's not your first time gathering arrows from small animals. You successfully just pop, 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 pull them all out. All right, so you now have a layout of the sewer. You guys don't have to move your characters. I'll move them towards you. If you guys get into a combat situation, it's going to be like Final Fantasy. You don't know what could pop out, but something could. And when it does, it'll the music will start. So.
Random combat.
But you now have a layout of the sewage way that you are in.
So I've got the map and I'm looking at it. Kind of making notes here and there.
Okay.
I decided to change my mind, and I pulled up my hammer, and I pulled out my handle, and shake that, and it turns into a rapier.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, that seems perfect for stabbing things.
You don't say.
Okay, so the sewer. Go ahead.
I said it's taller than me, so
Just a smidge, about a foot.
yeah.
What you guys hear down there is the scratching of some claws. You figure that there are probably going to be some more rats somewhere along the passageway. The rush, kind of the flow of the water around you. Up ahead, you can hear some pipes that seem to be where the water is coming out of, as the splashing of water, like a waterfall, hits this sewage lake or sewage river. Sorry. So, are you guys gonna move forward? Y'all want to take a rest? What do y'all want to do?
I'm good to go.
I'm good.
Okay. Kona.
I'm just following.
All right. You guys just move yourselves in the order, and then I will start moving you around and pick the order that you want to travel in.
I don't really know. I don't have any melee weapons, so I kind of want to be in the middle.
Okay.
I'll lead.
Okay.
Plus, I can see a lot farther than you guys, so that might be helpful.
Okay.
I mean, okay.
Okay.
At least we don't have any humans.
You're human.
So.
Reminds me of another game where. Never mind.
No, what? It's fine.
Oh, it was like we had in one of our other Pathfinder games. I am playing a tiefling. My friend is playing an android, and we have cohorts because we're the only two people playing in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend's cohort was the only human.
Much like Lee, pretty weak and pathetic.
Here, I got you, honey.
So, Kona, give me a perception check as you guys go around the corner of the sewage pipe. Kona, you see ahead of you this humanoid-looking form that kind of stands out from the rest. From the distance you're at, you really can't make out many details of it, but it's across the river, on the far bank that you are approaching.
So I relay that to them, and I look at Arwen, and I go, "If you want me to check it out, you're gonna have to throw me.
All right, if you want me to.
We got some gnome tossing very first session. Let's do this. Now grab her by
Alright.
the beard and throw her across.
I don't have
It's a Lord of the Rings reference, Jordan. It's a joke.
Well, I
Wait,
know
so
that.
you see something over there. Should we...
So I'll say that you guys get closer to the bank. The Arwen and Osiria, you guys can give me a perception check now that you're closer. She's kind of pointing it out to you.
7.
Okay.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, you.
Are you sure that's not just trash?
Arwen, you do notice that it is a human from what's left of it. It looks like it's been eaten and scavenged by the larger rats you figured running around. It's wearing this soldier's armor as well.
Okay. So, guys, this was a soldier at one point, but now it's just corpse.
I'm just like, yeah. Why were they down here by themselves?
That's a good question.
Hmm. Interesting.
So we're gonna try the gnome tossing.
I mean, I'm all up for throwing a gnome.
Okay.
Gnome, well, it was her suggestion, so.
You can either give me an acrobatics or an athletics, whatever your choice, Arwen, to launch her.
I will do acrobatics.
Well, not you. It'll be Arwen. Yours is going to be an acrobatics to see if you land.
Perfect.
I'll do acrobatics since that's higher.
Okay.
+2, so 7.
Okay. So, give me an acrobatics, Kona.
Mine's also +7.
Nice!
So, Arwen, you grab her. No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Your turn.
You grab her by the cuff of her shirt and spin around, and your hand kind of slipping though, but Kona, you're able to kind of do this front flip, and it launches you over, gives you enough momentum to land on the other side. Your foot kind of slips and goes into the water though, and you pull it out, and it's oozed. It's covered in this nasty green slime.
Don't know if you could tell, but I have been thrown more than once.
I raise my eyebrow.
Not even gonna question it.
All right.
So I'm gonna go investigate it.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Okay. Got a +4 on this. So
Nice.
Nice. So you start poking through this body. You can tell now, being closer, it is or was a soldier. And you find this satchel kind of on the side of it, and you see inside the satchel this scroll that's been rolled up and tied with this jade looking token. It's in your journal, Kona. And you can see he's missing half of his body, and you can see this, what looks like, give me a medicine check.
okay. This is a +1.
Okay. Damn.
Nice.
You can see these dagger marks in the back, where some of the flesh is, and you can see, based upon your own experience with daggers, the marks on the bone, where this soldier seemed to have been stabbed in the back multiple times, and that's how you figure is how he died. And he was thrown in here, and whatever living things in the sewer has now had its feast of it. Um. Okay. Do you?
So I'm gonna slip the jewel in my pouch,
Okay.
and then I want to run really quick up to the pipe thing, and I want to be like "caca" and just hear it echo, and then run back.
Okay. You guys see her do that?
Oh,
And
so you ran up to this pipe up here, and okay.
yeah, I
got
ran
it.
up to here, and I yelled "caca," and then I ran back. I
Oh,
was just curious.
that's
So,
fair.
um,
Now I'm kind of
How-
concerned. There could be more than just rats down here if that's how he died. Or his corpse could have been thrown down here from something else. But I don't see any other entrances besides the one we came from close by.
Give me a perception check. Oh, Syria.
Oh, okay. What's an 11?
Okay. You notice as you look to your right down that passageway, what looks like to be another ladder here.
Oh, right here. Okay, got it.
Yeah, down here. Sorry.
It's okay.
I yell across. I go, "Looks like this dude got the M," and go.
The M for murder.
Murder.
And then I'm like, "How am I gonna get back?" Didn't plan this all the way through.
How deep is the water?
I was
Sorry, go ahead.
I was about to say that's your fault.
So you take your bow. Do you want to take your bow, or do you want to try to poke with something else, Arwen?
I'll use my bow.
Okay. So you take your bow and you start pushing it down. You feel like you hit solid ground about 2 feet in, but then you push a little harder and it starts going in deeper, but it's like muddy in the feel of it. You know, you ever pushed a stick in mud?
Yeah.
So you feel like there's a level of something 2 feet down, but when you pull your bow out, it is about 6 inches of shit is kind of just drooping off the end of it now. And the slime is now on your bow.
Ugh.
Ugh. Stay 10 feet away. Alright, so are you...
I'm gonna brave it.
Okay. Try to go across. Give me an acrobatics. Okay. So you kind of run and jump, hitting about right there, but your foot doesn't sink into the sewage underneath, but you are able to launch yourself onto the other side successfully.
Nice.
Only 1 foot is in shit, just like Kona. It seems like you could call yourself the 1 foot shit gang or something.
1 foot shit gang. Sounds good.
You coming to Syria?
Is there any way else I can get over there? I could.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, okay.
Started off so strong, and
6.
6. No.
I have a -1 to my investigation.
Yeah. You don't see anything to be able to help you get across.
Sharp breath. Alright, I guess I'll try.
Wait, hold on. I think I have rope.
You have rope. What?
I do have
Okay.
rope.
Most of us, I think. No, we don't necessarily all have.
Could I
positions.
tie it to the end of an arrow
Okay.
and then shoot at the wall?
Try to stick it in the wall and
Yeah.
create kind of a tight rope situation.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna tilt my head and be like, even if you do that, I'm not going to be able to use it. I think I'd be better off trying to jump.
I nudge him. I'm like, you should try to catch her.
Okay.
With those big gnome benching arms.
No,
No, you don't want to say that.
no.
Okay.
That's kind of prejudice against gnomes.
You're welcome. All right. So if you are going to attempt that, Arwen, I need you to give me a strength check, and Osiria, give me an acrobatics.
I rolled a 5.
Strength is +1.
14.
14.
Yeah. You would have been able to catch her and help her up, but unfortunately, Osiria, you land right in the middle of this sewage and go about waist deep inside this thing. Your nice clothes, your loot. You have a loot, right?
It's not a lute. It's in a case. It's kind of a string instrument. I can't remember what it's called. A viol.
Viol. So the case, your instrument casing is sitting inside the sewage river. Your backpack is getting soaked.
I could just wait out though, right?
Yeah, you push forward. Oh, God. As you push through the river. Ooh, she gets up and she is dripping with this slimy green ooze. This distraught look upon her face.
Okay. Now that I'm sufficiently disgusting, let's move on.
Okay, so you guys are going to continue down the path and go around the corner, I guess. Check out that avenue. Is that what y'all want to do?
Yeah, good with me.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Kona giving you guys 5 feet of spacing. As you turn around the corner, Kona, you see movement again. This time it's a little larger.
No.
Really get ready.
And
Da-da-da-da.
yeah, everybody give me an initiative roll.
+3.
+2.
My initiative was 7.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Ooh, what the fuck is that?
Got 7. Kona, what was yours?
19.
19. And Arwen?
18.
Damn. You guys want to fight? Get this shit over with.
Are you rolling for their initiatives individually?
No, I roll once and
Okay.
it goes for all of them. So,
Okay.
yeah, that speeds up a little bit.
So what do we got? Rats, and a pile of rats?
Mm-hmm. So you guys noted, or well, the Osiria, you and Arwen haven't seen it yet, but Kona, you notice this large mound of smaller rats is kind of scurrying over each other, and you can see the red eyes, the red glint in their eyes, even in the darkness. Um, and they're jumping to the water in front of you.
Oh man, I was gonna be like, "Hey guys, there's a giant piece of shit moving."
Okay.
It looks nasty.
Is it breathing? Should we murder it?
We murder everything.
Well, we have been tasked to murder everything down here, so
We get paid.
it's true. It's too bad it's not 10 gold per rat, because it wouldn't be making bank.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we need a bargain better next time.
Probably.
All right, so sorry, getting this all set up always takes a little bit. So let's
Oh, you're fine.
kick off some music.
Kitty,
Uh,
you need to stay out of my lap right now.
kitty cats.
My cat is in that, hey Kelsey, it's time for you to feed me. I'm gonna crawl into your lap. Yep, she's on my chair. Okay.
All right, perfect. All right, Kona, you are first.
I have what, 60 feet of movement?
No, 25.
God damn it. I'm used to being tall.
Well,
Is that-
hold
Is
on.
that far enough?
Use that measuring tool. Show me where you want to go. On the left side, the circle with the ruler.
Right there.
You can move there. And what do you want to do?
I'm just preparing because I can't attack them.
Okay. All right, Arwen, you see Kona kind of get her weapon ready, and she takes off around the corner. And she informs you that there's these objects moving around. What do you want to do?
I am going to go around the corner.
Okay.
Do I just move my character?
Yeah, just try to measure out what you're gonna move first, or ping where you're gonna move, so that way I can make sure.
Right there.
Yeah, that'll work. Go ahead, move your character.
Alright. Then, I don't have dual wielding, do I?
Let's see.
Dual wielding should be on your character sheet.
Yeah.
You have 2-weapon fighting, so
Yeah, it's under bonus action,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, it says 2-weapon fighting.
So what that means is if you are holding a light weapon in one hand, as a bonus action, you can attack with another light weapon. So you can only make one attack for your main action, and then you can do a secondary attack, Kona, with your other light weapon. But your rapier counts as a finesse weapon, so you could use it and your dagger.
Sweet.
If you wanted to have both. But you just don't get the bonuses for your bonus attack. So you don't get the plus to hit or the plus to damage.
Okay.
I guess I will ready a short sword.
Okay. Ready a short sword, and you have your bow, your slimy bow, in the other hand. Are you gonna try to put your bow up and swap out weapons, essentially?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. You still have some movement, so 5, 10, 15. So you have another 20 feet of movement.
I'm good where I am.
Okay. All right. So the first one is gonna scurry up right there and take a bite at you, Kona. And misses. Give me a perception check real quick, Kona.
And that's with a +3.
Yeah, it's a rat. It's a large rat. It's a little bigger than the other one, the other ones you'd seen earlier.
Are we eye leveled now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Arwen, you see this other rat, large rat. Give me a perception check.
Alright.
Jump into the sewage water and swim real quick and lunge at you out of the water. You see as it lunges out of the water, it's looks like it's full of pox marks and big bubbles of pus all over it.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, this thing looks quite diseased.
My perception is +4.
Yeah.
So 20.
Yeah, you hit the DC. You're good. What's your armor class?
It is 12.
Okay, it misses. So you
Ooh.
kind of pull back a little bit, and it lands a little short in front of you. Okay. Oh, sorry. All right, next one is gonna move up and attack you, Kona. What's your armor class?
14.
It misses as well. Okay. And then, Arwen, you do notice this massive, writhing swarm of bodies of rats start moving its way towards you.
Oh, joy.
And it will try to take a bite at you. And that one does hit. And you'll take 4 points of damage.
4?
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay, Osiria.
Okay. I go over here.
Okay, go ahead.
If I can move my character. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Over here.
Okay.
And then I shoot the thing.
Which one? Which thingy?
That
That one?
That one.
Okay. Shoot it.
Nope. I don't shoot it.
Yeah. You see the two of them. Your feet are kind of like starting to stick to the ground, and
The arrow that I was trying to knock into my bow is covered in poop.
there you go. And you're just having a hard time. You try to pull the string back, and the arrow just falls to the ground in front of you.
Wonderful.
You have a bonus action.
I will use one of my bardic inspirations on this guy.
Okay, how are you inspiring him?
How am I inspiring him?
And you are a bard, so you have to sing it or play an instrument. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You
For bardic inspiration, for specifically this one, I'm just going to be like saying something to the effect of, we can't get any dirtier than we already are.
Woo! Arwen, you feel this kind of magical energy surround you, like, you know what? She's right.
You're not wrong.
Okay, Kona.
Okay. So I'm going to stabby stab
Okay.
this one.
Alright, let's stabby stab it.
And this is also a +5 that
Oh, shit.
That's not
Let me see what happens. Nothing bad. So you
Woo.
slice at it, and the weight of your rapier and kind of just the slime all around, you slip and miss. Okay?
So now I get to use my dagger, though, right?
Yep, if you have them both pulled, which we can just say for flavor's sake you do.
Okay.
So. And that one is a miss as well. Any movement?
No.
Okay.
I'm just grunting right now.
Arwen.
I'm going to slice at this guy.
Okay. That hits.
Nice. Let's see. It's 1d6 plus 2, so 3.
Okay. So this diseased rat, you slice at it and hit one of those boils, and pus sprays out all over the mound of rats next to you, and they kind of go into a frenzy. They start biting each other. Okay.
All right.
Anything else?
I'm just gonna move right there, right next to the mound.
Okay, go ahead. All right. So this first one on Yakona, right here, is gonna take a bite at you, and misses. The wild swing of your rapier kind of throws you off balance, and the rat was ready to lunge at you, and because you were off balance and kind of ducked down, it missed you by a hair. Okay. The other one sees you, Arwen, move and tries to bite at your feet.
Alright.
And crits.
Oh.
So what I would like for you to do is give me a Constitution saving throw.
My Constitution is +0.
So on your... Yeah. So 14, you pass. So you feel it bite into your leg. It does 4 points of damage to you as it kind of finds that right spot on your leg in between the boot and what the pants that you're wearing, and you kind of start feeling like that bite is festering.
Oh god.
But you don't contract anything, so.
Ooh.
Alright,
Ooh.
the other one on Yakona is gonna take a bite at you. And misses. You're just kind of just dodging all over the place. These rats just aren't trained enough for your skills. Okay, these rats right here, this mound of rats, is actually going to attack itself as that pus swarms all over it. And you can see some of the rats are killing the other little rats, and they're falling into the river or falling on the stone floor dead.
They're doing our job for us.
Okay,
Don't question it.
Syria.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot this one again.
'Kay.
Attempting. Wait, no, actually, I have a dagger.
Okay,
I could stab it.
alright,
I'll stab it.
okay.
Alright, okay, alright, okay. Fuck.
Did you
Pretty
miss?
sure that doesn't hit.
No.
Yeah, no, I add like a 4 to it, but that's still not enough.
No, unfortunately not. Your dagger, you
Rat
start...
has a better AC than 11.
It kind of just dodges out of the way as you stab at it. Okay, anything else
Okay.
you want to do?
Nah.
Alright, Kona.
I kind of look at my rapier and I'm like, okay, this time we're gonna stab it.
Okay.
And dang it, we're not stabbing.
The rapier kind of shakes its head towards you, and you miss again.
The rapier has a head.
Like the butt of the hilt.
Okay.
I look at my dagger and I'm like, I believe in you.
I believe you.
Okay.
I trusted you.
Not again.
Well, your trust was unwarranted because, or actually, it is warranted. I rolled the perfect number for you to actually hit the thing. So you kind of miss the target in front of you, and the dagger slides into the one next to it. So roll damage.
Yay! I can't remember what my damage is. Hold on. It's a D4. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
There you go. That's right, little buddy.
Alright, Arwen.
Alright, I'm gonna slice the mound of rats in front of me.
Okay.
Never mind, not even with the +4.
With the swarming bodies, you take a slice down and hear this clink as you hit stone. Anything else? Oh,
Move right there.
okay, if you move there, this one will get an attack on you.
Never mind, never mind.
Okay.
I'm at 2, never mind.
Arwen's looking pretty rough. Osiria.
Okay.
So this one's gonna take a bite at you, Kona. This time hitting. Give me a Constitution saving throw. Oh.
No.
Oof.
So you're gonna take 2 points of damage. But now you are diseased. So this creature
Oh, no.
bites into you, and you feel something in that bite start coursing through your veins.
Can I throw up on the rat in front of me?
Huh?
Can I throw up on the rat in front of me?
As a reaction, sure. So you've contracted a disease. You can't regain hit points except by magical means, and your hit points decrease by 1d6 every 24 hours until you are cured. If you drop down to 0, you die.
Great.
Wait, did he roll a constitution for that?
She did. She rolled a 2
Okay.
plus her constitution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this one right here is gonna keep biting at you, Arwen. And misses.
Ooh.
Lucky day.
Ooh.
And this one on you, Kona. Gonna take a bite. And misses. Okay. The swarm of rats didn't realize that you were swinging at it, Arwen, and they're still fighting each other.
Oh, thank God.
Doing more damage to itself. Holy shit. Stupid rats. So there are now probably a quarter of rats left in this swarm from what it was when you first saw it come across the river from you, Arwen.
Okay.
Assyria.
Okay, I'm going to... Hold up. Trying to read. This is a touch, so I have to be within touch range. You're looking rough, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
he's looking
so
rough.
I haven't taken any damage, so I can risk provoking to heal you.
There's no attacks of provocation.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, only whenever
Oh,
you.
lovely.
Yeah, only when you try to run away without disengaging do they get an attack like that.
I healed you for 4.
Ah, thank goodness.
It's a little better.
I'm
Anything else you want to do?
pretty sure I can only cast and use Bardic Inspiration.
Yep.
No,
Okay.
that's it.
Kona.
Unfortunately.
Gonna stab.
Okay. Hit it. That's a hit.
Nice.
Okay, so my rapier is 1d8 plus 3.
Okay. All right. Which rat are you attacking?
The one in front of me.
This one.
Yep.
Yep. So your rapier, you finally start putting it straight and pushing it through, going right through the body of the rat, and it falls over dead.
Okay, so now I'm gonna attack the other one
Okay.
with my dagger.
Okay. That hits. Both of your weapons now seem to finally be hitting the mark, dealing damage to the 2 rats in front of you. Okay, Arwen.
I'm gonna attack the mound of rats.
Okay.
Plus 4. Yep.
That hits.
Nice. Nice.
Nice! So you see probably about 6 little rats sitting in front of you, and you just swing your sword, just chopping all the heads off in one slice, killing it.
Awesome.
Okay, you have a bonus action and movement if you want.
I'm gonna move right here.
Okay, that'll work. Okay. This one, Kona, is going to attack you. Hitting you, doing 2 points of damage. And the next one is not happy that you are now in the way, Osiria.
Okay.
And is going to try to take a bite at you. What's your armor?
13.
13. This one hits. Give me a Constitution saving throw. Yeah,
it's an 8, but
an 8.
it's still shitty.
Yeah, not good enough. You are now diseased.
Thanks, Roll20. Fuck you.
So this large diseased pus rat takes a bite at you, and you take 4 points of damage as the teeth find the muscle, and you feel this searing pain from the bite. Are you immune to disease or anything, being the race that you are?
Let me check.
Yeah.
What's it under?
It'll be under your conditions or defenses. Right there underneath your health on D&D Beyond.
Oh, necrotic and radiant.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. Nope.
So, I'm not.
Okay. Alright, Osiria, it is your turn.
I'm gonna stab this rat
Okay.
as penance.
Okay.
I hope.
Let's do it.
Yay! I crit!
So on a crit, you double the dice, and not the modifier, but you double the dice and add your modifier.
Okay, so it's 2d4s plus the modifier.
Yep.
So 7 plus 2. So 9 damage.
So how do you want to kill it?
I am going to slash his throat open and then kick it into the mud.
Okay. Spartan style.
Yes.
Oh.
How dare you touch me?
You filthy thing. All right, Kona, your turn.
Debbie.
Stabbing. Another nat 20. Good night. You made my voice crack. 2d8 plus your modifier. So how do you want to decapitate this thing?
I don't know. Pop every one of the boils. I don't know.
So you start poking, just pop, 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 and the rat kind of waddles a little bit and then falls over. Blah, dead. You guys are breathing a little heavier now. This fight took a lot more out of you.
I'm also bleeding pretty heavily.
Yep.
Okay, I have an out of character question.
Okay.
How do my spell slots work?
So let me pull up your.
So I expended 2 castings of heal.
Okay.
Does that mean that I have run out of spells because there's the 2 check boxes up here?
Yep. You are out of spells.
Out of spell.
Okay.
I was just checking that was how that worked. So now I have to take a long sleep in order to get them back.
Yep. Your 2 all your cantrips, you can just
Are free.
Yeah, free, but you are out of spell slots.
Yay, level 1.
Yay, level 1.
Okay.
Yeah, so the sounds of the rats dying, that last rat, Kona, as you put it down, the sewers kind of get quieter while you're standing there in the darkness. You don't hear any more movement anywhere in the sewer. Kona, you do notice there is a ladder not far from you, right here. That is going up towards the street level. But you guys are now standing here in the darkness again with the flowing of the sewage around you and these dead rats.
Ominous.
I feel like there may be more down here.
There's probably more down here, but we're kind of in a rough spot right now.
True.
I can't do anything else. So.
Should probably head up.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys start climbing up the ladder. You get to the top. Who's going up the ladder first?
I'm the closest, so I'll go.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
This is not going to go well. Yep. Not going to go well.
You start pushing on the metal lid, and you're just not strong enough to be able to lift it.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Alright. Oh, come on.
You're nudging on it like, I think it's locked.
I'm like, are those muscles for show?
No.
Could I use Mage Hand on it?
It weighs more than 5 pounds. So.
Yeah, I was just checking.
No, you're good.
Hand can attack, activate magic, and or carry more than 10 pounds.
More than
That's what Mage.
It's more than 10 pounds. It's one of those steel, like, what you call them? My mind just went blank. Entrances into the sewers, those metal plates.
I gotcha.
Yeah, they probably weigh about 40 pounds, 40 to 50 pounds.
Wonderful. We could do an assistant sort of thing. If 2 people can fit on the ladder, you can both try and push at the same time.
Yeah, Kona could fit.
I can throw the...
Go ahead, Arwen.
I could throw the gnome on my shoulders.
Yeah, you definitely do that, and the two of you guys can try to give it a push again. So you can either roll with advantage, or both of you roll again.
I'll roll again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah! Y'all push the lid open. The sunlight from the street pours into the sewers underneath. You notice, Assyria, as you're standing there, that this is probably where the shit all ends up, right before it goes out through the grate. Y'all are just standing in this. And as you're looking up, Arwen and Kona, you see a couple of heads looking down at you guys, and then they pinch their nose and start walking away.
This is the thanks we get for doing a public service.
So you guys come back out. Not at the same spot. You've actually moved to here. And where that red arrow is where Lee is. But you come out into the street covered in sewage. Kona, you are feeling pretty hurt, and whatever that thing bit you, it's looking infected already. It's kind of got this green tint around the bite marks. Assyria, you notice the same thing too, this green hue around the bite mark.
Okay.
People are starting to give you guys kind of a wider berth now that you're coming out, giving you plenty of space in the street to go where you want to go.
We should probably get this checked out, I say.
Probably.
Where here? Temple?
Yeah, give me a history roll, Assyria.
Do I even have that? I have a -1 to it. Let's see. 3. I got a 2.
Yeah, you know where the market is, where the markets are, and where the dock is. I mean, that one was pretty easy to remember. But as far as where the healing and where a healer could be found, you're not quite sure which temple to go to or which shop.
Yeah.
Guess we're gonna go find Lee.
Yeah, let's go find him. He's gotta be useful for something, right?
Yeah.
So you guys make your way around the market. As you're passing some of the food vendors, some of them are pulling out brooms and pushing you guys away. Like, yeah, stay away, you rot food. You find.
I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't hear that.
Fair enough.
You eventually make it back to the courtyard, and Lee's kind of laying up against the wall. His eyes are closed, and he hears the footsteps of you guys approaching, opens his eyes. Oh, you made it!
Yeah, but we, some of them, well, they bit us.
I run up to him and grab him by the shirt, and I'm like, "You're going to take me to a healer now."
Oh. He throws up. And I'll take you to the bathhouse.
Healer, then bathhouse, please.
Okay. Follow me. And he's.
And I just hold on to him so he can't run away.
You can give me an insight check.
An insight check.
Yep.
I'm an intimidation.
Well, he's not gonna be intimidated by you. It's more you're basically gonna see if he is gonna try to run away from you. You get the feeling that he's not. He's there to serve the purpose of being your escort. And you guys did him a service of keeping him alive, and allowing him not to join you for the rest of the sewer. Um, so he is going to help you out. So you start walking, and he takes you across to this, what looks like a hospital. You see a large white sign painted on with in Kurgit or common saying care facility. And you guys walk inside, and a couple of these nurses see you and walk up and motion you over and take you to the back into rooms. They start cleaning you guys off. They cure the diseases, Osiria and Kona. So you are no longer diseased.
Yay.
Y'all are back to full health as they start cleaning up the wounds, cleaning you guys off. They don't do a really good job of scrubbing the smell off of you, but at least most of the filth has been cleaned off of you. Your weapon, Arwen, is still pretty slimy, though they're not touching that. They're only touching your body. And so you guys leave refreshed, healed. So they gave you some healing potions to be able to get you on your feet and back into action.
Cool.
Lee's waiting there. Huh?
So I'm back up to 9.
Yep,
then.
you're back to full health.
Okay.
And no diseases.
I wanna go up to Lee. Like, I wanna slap him in the face and be like, "Why didn't you warn us about these diseased rats?"
Lee
They did. We were specifically there.
Go ahead.
We were specifically told to go and murder these rats because they were carrying disease. That is why we were sent down.
I wasn't paying attention.
Clearly.
I was more interested in the pirate talk.
Lee stands about 2.5 feet taller than you, so you'd have to make quite the jump to be able to slap him in the face.
I figured he was sitting at a table and kind of climbed up on the table.
Well, you are now in public, so he's trying to act like a soldier. So he's standing there with his spear, his hand on his side, you know, kind of smiling at the girls as they walk by. And so he looks at y'all and looks like you are healed. Come, I will take you to the bathhouse where you can get freshened up, and hopefully the women there can clean you of the stench.
They better be able to.
So he says, hopefully you brought coin as well to pay for it, because it's not free.
I wouldn't imagine it would be. Maybe we should get paid for our job before we go to the bathhouse then.
I just look at him and I go, "If you want to be around this for the rest of our time together, you get to pay for it."
Give me an intimidation check.
I can do this. 10.
Okay. Nope.
Well, I did.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna try to persuade him to pay for it.
Okay. What?
Because I kept him alive.
Okay. He's not intimidated by you, Kona. He's really trying to pull off the act that he's a big tough guard right now. So he says, I'm sorry. I appreciate you saving me, but I do not have the money to pay for the baths.
Is he saying that to her or me?
He's saying it in general. You can still try to persuade him.
Okay.
But how are you going to persuade him?
I'm going to bat my eyes at him and say, you probably wouldn't have made it out of there if I had not helped you. It would be wonderful if you could pay at least for my bath.
I get side eye.
He visibly
I rolled a 19, totally.
he visibly turns red. uh, uh, okay.
Yes!
Arwen, what are you doing?
I'll do an intimidation.
You're gonna try to intimidate him to pay for yours too? Like, if you're paying for hers, you pay for mine. How are you gonna do it?
It's in your best interest that you pay for mine.
Okay, give me an intimidation check.
That's weird. Nice. +1, so 17.
Okay.
I guess y'all are all stuck with me then.
Oh.
Where do we even... Where's our money even set?
Well, it would be the lifestyle that you chose, so...
Oh, no, I know. I'm just... Usually there's a slot for how much gold and what that you have.
In your equipment, you can click on currency up in the top right corner of the equipment.
Oh.
Add your 2 gold pieces for comfortable.
Okay.
Or whatever lifestyle you chose.
Right.
Arwen, you probably have about the same, and so Kona, so would you. You would have about 2 gold, each one of you.
Even
Okay.
though I'm a soldier.
Well, you haven't given me your background, so I couldn't tell you what it actually is. Gotcha!
So I start with two gold pieces.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is pretty good. I mean, most food and everything costs a few copper, and a gold piece is worth basically 20 copper. And a room will cost you about a silver, or it's actually like
Okay.
200 copper is what a gold piece is. So you have enough money to be able to get a room and food and all that kind of stuff. So he looks at you, Arwen, and okay, please follow me. I'll take you to the houses. And he guides you guys now out of the hospital and starts taking you towards the dock to this large bathhouse full of steam, and there's a bunch of old people just hanging around. The lady at the desk, she looks at you guys and says, "It'll be 5 silver pieces each." And Lee pulls out his pouch, and it's not very big. Looks inside of it, and then looks at the 2 of you, and then looks at her and pulls out this 1 gold piece and hands it to her, pretty reluctantly, and puts the pouch back on. It looks like that was most of his money.
Oh no.
And he looks at you, Kona. "I don't have enough to pay for the rest."
Mm-hmm. And I go, then you get to suffer.
I am suffering. The lady smiles and bows at the 2 of you and pulls you both into the back. It takes about an hour that the 2 of you... Kona, what are you and Lee doing? The 2 of you are getting cleaned up while Kona, you and Lee are sitting there in the waiting area.
I'm just brooding.
Brooding. He's kind of like turned his back to you a little bit, so he doesn't have to look at you and hopefully not have to talk to you.
I make sure that he stares at me the entire time.
You're just following around as he
Yep.
keeps turning.
Yep.
Okay. So after about an hour, Arwen, you and Osiri, you come out feeling fresh and revitalized. The stench has been
Yay.
scrubbed out. Your skin, Syria, is pretty red from the lady as she took that brush and Arwen, you had to have two guys come in, big burly guys and brushes just scraping your skin.
We are here to clean you up.
You are clean now.
You're welcome.
So you are now standing in the waiting room. Lee says, "Okay, I'll take you back to the sergeant. He's probably still at the tavern, getting shit-faced. Follow me."
What time is it now?
It's probably...
We left at about 8 in the morning, didn't we?
Yeah, you were down in the sewers probably for about an hour, hour and a half, with the going to the hospital ward and then going to this, just the travel too. It's probably closer now to 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
So the
Kind of early to get shit-faced, but I'm not going to judge his lifestyle.
well,
I mean, he do him.
yeah, he is sergeant, so we kind
That makes fair.
of do what he says. So let's go.
You're going to have to do what he says.
So he guides you past. As you guys start going through the temple district, you guys see a very large structure. Assyria, you've seen it before when you pass by. You see a large horse, blood red horse statue that's in front of this temple, and it's kind of adorned in red flowers and garnishes, and there's a lot of candles around the base of it that have been lit. Even in the middle of the day, there's a lot of light going on.
I'm not sure what that god is.
You can give me a religion check if you guys want.
I'm not doing it. I just know it's a god of some kind.
Right. If you want to know, if you think your character would know, you can give me a religion check. If your character would care about gods.
That's a 16.
16. So you know that it is the god of Anhur, the horse god, which is the primary religion for the Kurgan Empire, because Kurgans love their horses, almost more than their wives sometimes.
Oh no.
Not like that, you perv. Get your mind out of the gutter.
How did you know my mind was in the gutter?
Oh no. You know who Kelly is? I'm just kidding. That's a horrible reference.
Actually, don't.
You never seen Clerks 2?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Are you still with us, Arwen?
Yeah.
You just chilling quietly,
Yeah, I'm just following.
taking the sights in. So
It's my first time in the big city.
it is quite overwhelming for your senses. There are so many noises going on. You're used to the quiet and peacefulness. It is loud here.
My ears are just twitching.
Yeah, they're going all over the place. Yeah. This is crazy for you. You didn't even think that there were this many people in the world, and they're all right here, bundled up in this tight, confined space. It's starting to get kind of claustrophobic the more time you're staying here. But he leads you back to the Black Horse Tavern and the Black Horseman Tavern. And you enter in, and you see the sergeant. He's at the bar. He's got this large ale, and he's kind of swaying a little bit, just and he wipes his mouth with the back of his arm, turns around. Ah, Lee, you made it back. Oh, and you brought back the shitheads. How did it go?
Pardon me, shitheads.
It
Alright.
should be.
But
I jump up on the bar and I go, listen here, or smell here, sir.
yeah. He doesn't care about the smell. He doesn't smell very pleasant either. So he looks at you guys. Did you finish what you were hired to do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lee, do you vouch as witness? And he looks at you three and shakes his head. Yes, they did exactly as you asked. Oh, all right. And he reaches down and grabs a very fat sack of coin and plops it on the bar and opens it up and 1, 2, 4, 10. And he puts 9 coins on the bar.
That's 9 coins.
I counted it. It was 10.
I counted again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He's kind of swaying there, one eye.
And I raise my eyebrow at him.
One eye's kind of squinting at it. He's trying to focus. It looks like I gave you 11. And he reaches to grab one of the coins and put it back in the sack.
And I put my hand over it.
Oh! And
If you don't believe me, have someone else count it.
Lee leans over. Sir, you did give him 9. Okay. And he grabs another coin out of the bag and puts it down. And starts fumbling with the drawstring of the coin purse and ties it back to his waist.
I want to reach over and be like, I'm pretty sure we agreed it would be 10 each.
Did we?
Yeah.
Give me a deception check.
Deception?
Yep. You're trying to lie to him.
No, he said 10 for the mission.
10 for the mission. That's 10 total.
That's 9. That's 9, and I should have advantage because he's drunk.
Well, he should have disadvantage on his insight check. He looks at you with an eyebrow raised. I rolled double 9 plus 1.
I was 1 down.
And he says, that's not what the order was. 10 gold. Stop harassing me.
Yeah, stop harassing him. We
I'm
need
just
more
trying to help
jobs.
us out.
You want more work? I will give you more work. Tomorrow. Be here 8 o'clock. Again. He takes another long swig out of his ale. And I will bring you another contract.
Okay. Alright, so to divide 10 between 3 is going to be like we can't. Let's see.
I'll take less.
I was gonna say I would all right. What do you call it? I volunteer to take less too, but that's silly. You guys should take 3. Somebody gets an extra. I think we should give the extra to Kona.
It's fine with me.
Okay. So Kona, you get 4 gold, and he and I get 3.
Full bean.
Okay.
Awesome. You know, if this was the other group, they would have been fighting for that last coin. They would have been like, no, that's mine. I deserved it. I kill more rats.
I based it on the fact that she did, in fact, kill more rats, and she also didn't get to take a bath, and also, I had more starting gold.
So you guys are now in the tavern. It's starting to pick up business-wise. More people seem to be filtering in, and you see a couple musicians come in off of the street and start playing as the night starts rolling. The evening starts rolling in. What do you guys want to do? Y'all are been paid.
I'm gonna join them.
Okay.
I'm gonna crack out my viol and ask to join.
A couple of them smile, nod at you, and wave you over. Give me a.
Alright, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Give me a performance check.
Performance! I have a 3. Like I roll a 2. Oh,
Oh,
I break my vial.
Well, no, you don't break it, but one of them nudges you, shakes his head. No, you go.
and I sort of sigh, sit down, and start cleaning it because that must have been the problem.
Arwen, Kona, what are you guys wanting to do?
I'm gonna clean my bow.
Okay. So you kind of wave at the bar man and ask him for some rags, and he hands you 2 rags. You start cleaning it.
You're not gonna want these back.
You're not gonna want these back.
Well, you
Just throw them in the fire.
you have to ask for more because the 2 rags aren't doing the job. And he hands you 3 more rags and now sees what you're cleaning and says, "Don't give those back. You keep."
Good deal. Good deal.
And he goes back to serving drinks. The evening starts rolling in. It starts getting a little bit busier. Did you take a look at the notes that you got, Kona?
Not yet.
Okay. All right. It's starting to pick up. You see some people start gambling around you guys, and the night finally comes in. What do you guys want to do?
I will retire to my room.
Okay.
First, I gotta get a room.
Yeah.
First, I gotta get a
The
room.
bartender looks at you after taking all of his rags to clean shit and says, "It'll be a gold."
Fair enough.
And he takes that gold and pockets it and hands doesn't hand you. He looks at one of the barmaids that are walking around serving people and motions to show you where your room is upstairs. You have a room. You are now inside. It's kind of nice to be out of the busyness of the place. Okay. Kona, Osiria.
Hi, guys.
Well,
Just want to say hi, and I'll see you later.
See ya, Aunt.
hi.
All right, bye.
Why is Tristan lurking in here?
Is he?
Yeah, he's been here for a while.
And so is Jeremy.
I was like, why are these people here, you goddamn spies?
We're judging you.
Why?
Seeing how if they're gonna kill you guys or not.
We're level 1!
I know, that's why it'd be easy now than later.
Fuck off.
All right, Kona and Osiria, what are you guys doing?
Well, I'm probably just gonna go to bed.
Okay. It's a gold to stay.
1 gold. Is this tavern, like, dressed to the nines? Because that seems real expensive for just a bed.
He says, you're new in town. Don't know who you
Really?
are.
That's why?
Yep. You can either pay a gold or give me a silver and you can sleep with the horses.
Alright. Here, have a gold.
He smiles. He's got a golden tooth too. Takes that gold and pockets it. And with motions for another one of the barmaids. The sergeant has not left yet, by the way, and he is drunk, sitting there at the bar, making a ruckus, talking to every barmaid as she walks by and kind of pinching her and poking at him. Kona.
Okay.
I'm going to look at the bar keep and be like, "Good luck, Jimmy. I'm going home," and I leave.
He nods his
And I
head.
go to
See you later, Kona.
the craftsman district and go home.
Okay. All right. Well,
And when I'm in my room, that's when I'm going to read the note.
okay. Got it. So that is where we are going to call it a night.
Alright.
Okay.
Get it?
Why did you keep mispronouncing his character's name?
It's
Which character?
it's
It's Ottawahi.
it's
A lot.
God dang it.